Welcome everybody to part 3 of Final Fantasy XIV Dawntrail expansion. I think today we're going to work on a little bit of Reaper. We may go back into some MSQ, story quests, but we're going to check out Reaper, or not Reaper, Viper today, so yeah. You're an adventurer, yes? There's a spot of a bother over at the Weavers Guild, and we could use a hand sorting it out. We received an order for a full ensemble, but now that the work's been completed, the client refuses to pay. Mind you, I had my suspicions from the start. He calls himself a Viper, of all things. In my experience, people who name themselves after snakes are not to be trusted. In any case, he carries a pair of swords on his back, and I hate to think what would happen if he started wielding them in anger. Could you head to the guild and smooth things over? Actually, it's closer to just walk down the thing here. I hope everybody's having a good Monday afternoon. I went and seen Horizon today, an American saga or whatever. It's pretty damn good. A little long, but doesn't feel like it's long, so that's a positive. Good day to you, stranger. I was hoping I might make the acquaintance of someone a bit rougher around the edges. Someone who's seen his fair share of action. Could you tell me what prey's worth hunting in these parts? These here parts? Have you any idea what he's talking about? I took no issue with fulfilling his order, but now that it's time for him to pay, it's as though we're talking at cross purposes. Likewise, I don't understand why this fella's being so difficult. All I'm asking is for the outfit I ordered and the name of some critters worth killing. Maybe I ought to explain from the beginning. I'm from Turl, a big old continent on the other side of the salt west of here. You've been there, I reckon. Then you might have seen others who wield the dual blades or vipers, as we're traditionally known. Our duty is to hunt ferocious beasts that endanger the lives of innocent folk. In fact, that's what brought me here. This is all that fighting and long days on the road ain't been too kind to my gear. Reckoned it was high time I got me a new get-up bespoke and all. Fascinating, I'm sure. But why do you refuse to pay for your order? And why are you so insistent that I choose my prey? Because, how else am I supposed to pay you? Do us a favor and we'll hunt down any beast you want. That's the code. How we Vipers do business. It appears the Weavers Guild doesn't need any fiends filled. Weavers prefer more conventional forms of compensation. That's so. So you're saying they want something else instead? Payment commiserate with the skill and material required in guild, preferably. Well, didn't see that one coming. Guess that explains our little misunderstanding. But surely your countrymen trade in some sort of currency, yes? Or are you vipers so far removed from society as to be unaware of such concepts? Of course we know what money is. We ain't no bumpkins. But, when it comes to requisitioning goods and services, I usually rely on the elders to deal with the artisans and the like. Which is to say, I ain't in no habit of carrying significant sums. So be it. And if your only form of payment is slaying of beasts, that shall have to do. As it happens, one of my colleagues in Eastern Thanalan reports that merchants carrying our supplies were attacked by a wild fiend. What's more, the creature is a species of many-headed scalekin, never before seen in this region. It is rumored to have escaped from the Colosseum and has been running rampant ever since. Scally, a lot of heads. Alright, you got yourself a deal. Deal. Considering the guild has already fulfilled its end of the bargain, you should count yourself lucky. Still, I'd hate for anything to go awry at this juncture. Might I ask a favor of you, friend? I'd like you to accompany him and ensure that he attends to the creatures as agreed. Besides, I dare say seeing a so-called viper at work will be an enlightening experience. The name's Keshkwa. Pleased to meet you. Creature was last seen near Camp Drybone, so I advise you to begin there. Alright. Camp Drybone it is. So this is Camp Drybone, huh? Fitting name. Anyway, you ready to hunt? What's that look for, eh? Let me guess, you want to ask around first and see if anyone can point us in the right direction? No need, the Weaver's friend told me plenty. All I gotta do is track down the beast, which is a Viper's specialty. Oh, frick. When after traders carrying tailors' materials, bolts of cloth and whatnot, don't sound darn too tasty to me. So I'm guessing it's the merchants. It's the merchants themselves, the beast had its eye on. Most predators use their sense of smell to pick out their meals, scent carrying on the wind. So you gotta consider the position of the rocks and plants to determine how the air tends to flow through an area. Ain't too hard to deduce where critters made its lair after you've done all that. Alright. Yep. That's a biggin'. Mean looking too. But be wrecking havoc on the food chain. Never mind the danger it poses to locals. Well, time to do what a viper does best. Oh, fuck. Hell yeah. That's that. So you like the show? Don't play coy. I can see you're intrigued. But before I spill all my secrets, I got a question for you. Ever heard of a Toro Vidral? Yeah? Then you know they're a rare breed of beasts that wield all sorts of powers. They got no right having. A threat to every other living thing that has the temperature to breathe in their vicinity. Because of their long lifespans and unnatural abilities, they were dubbed the Tyrants of Toro. That's more or less what the name means. Anyway, someone's gotta hunt the Toro Vidral, and that someone is us, the Vipers. You know, I met a fair few adventurers during my time here, but I can tell you're a cut above the rest. Might even have what it takes to be a Viper. If you're interested, I can teach you on one condition. You'll help me hunt down a Toro Vidral that made its way to yours, yeah. What do you say? Ha! Hell of a thing to ask out of the blue. I know. Just think on it some, will you? Looks like I'm back to Ura. I'm told the Weaver fella, or Square. Their journey will give you time to consider my offer. I just gave our Weaver friend the good news, and he handed over the set of fancy duds as promised. Gotta say, it was worth the trouble. So about my offer, you ready to become a Viper and protect folks from the nasty beasts that ever lived? The nastiest beasts that ever lived? Sure. A mighty fine answer. I'll make a Viper of you. Just see if I don't. First order of business, let me give you this here soul crystal. It contains knowledge of our fighting arts, passed down since ancient times, from one generation of Vipers to the next. Assuming you've got the knack for it, our skills can be yours too. I've also got a fresh set of Viper gear for you. The Weavers Guild wanted to thank you for overseeing our hunt earlier, so they made you your very own outfit. Guess that fellow took your measurements by eye or something. Oh, and the blades are a couple of spares I had handy. Try it all on for size. Let me get a look at you while you're at it. Yeah, Viper's unlocked. Alright, let's good. So I can move that down here. So I can fucking see it. Why they put that shit way up there? It's pointless. Nice. Hold on, let me do this first. Wait, that. Here. 'Cause I don't need the Moogle Compendium right now. Alright. Oh, look at that. Awfully dapper, I would say. Hell yeah. It's pretty badass. Like, I know it's not the gear for the thing, it's Crypt Lurker stuff. I think I have a helmet somewhere for that. Somewhere. I think it might be on one of my retainers, actually. But yeah, that's pretty badass. Wow, you sure look the part. But do you feel anything from the soul crystal? Huh, I knew it. Sounds like you got what it takes to be a Viper. But the only way to find for sure is to put them new skills to the test. For that, we'll need prey. From what I hear, your adventurers have got your own guilds, so I'm guessing the folks there'll know the best spot for hunting. Let's go see what they can tell us. I'm digging that. It looks, I know it's just, you know, the Crypt Lurker stuff, but it looks good with this class. It's very fitting. Knowledgeable adventurer. If you're after deadly predators, try Spineless Basin. Lately, they've been sightings of Pictomancer, unknown species. Those that slaughter anything that moves, including travelers. What's worse, they work in packs. Even the adventurers hired to call them ended by meeting a sticky end. So first off, I have no idea what any of this does. But let's get rid of this. These here. Put this up here. That there. These I don't need because they're on my other bar. That can go there. Let me go to this first. So Steel Fang is a 1. Dread Fang is a 2. What does it do? Delivers ranged attack with a potency of 200. Which is attack with a potency. Okay. So this here is a ranged attack. We'll put that there. There's an attack that's certainly all nearby. That's an AoE. Let's put that there for now. Let's put that there. Put this here. Dread Maw delivers an attack for the all nearby enemies. It's another AoE. Slither. Rush to target nearby. Okay, so that's a dash. So we can put that there besides our ranged. Serpent. Change death battle requirements. Exchange executioner event. There for now. Dread Wind. Delivers an attack with his first deal target damage. There. Hunter's Coil. We'll see if that works. We'll find out. Oh, you got a lead already? Maybe there's something to this whole asking around thing after all. Critters not from around these parts, you say. Either they got chased out of their usual habitat or they were brung here. Either way, that's bad news for folks unfortunate enough to cross paths with them. The hunting of Toro Vidral is a Viper's most important duty, but that doesn't mean we turn a blind eye to lesser threats. Next stop, Spineless Basin. These adventures ran into a whole gaggle of the fiends we were after. They got pretty roughed up, but I say saw to their wounds already, don't you worry. Before we go say hello to the troublemakers, I reckon I ought to teach you about the Viper's tool blades. Our techniques were created for the sole purpose of killing Toro Vidral. Most of our meaner varieties of things you might encounter in the wild, often with special powers to boot. To stand a chance against these powerful enemies, our ancestors looked to Vipers for inspiration, always twisting and turning to find the perfect angle of attack to take down bigger prey. 2 blades for the twin fangs of a viper to wield it in tandem and strike with precision. They can also be combined into a single weapon that weaves and sways like the body of a snake. By switching between these stances, the viper has the capacity to adapt to any situation. Now, the prey we're after today ain't nowhere near as fearsome as Toro Vidral, but they'll give you a chance to test out your new skills. Let me know when you're ready. Oh, nice. Nice little duty. The beast we're chasing supposedly work in packs. My gut tells me that there's a whole bunch of them over by that big old tree. Beasties are bidding their time. All I see there here is fodder. Though for practicing your skills, they'll do fine. I'll say out of your way and give you a few pointers. Let me know when you're ready. Start with the basics. There are 2 stances, Dualfang and Viper. Dualfang means wielding your 2 blades separately. Start out using either Steelfang or Dread Fangs, and then press the attack. To finish the sequence, switch back to Viper and hit him with Death Rattle. Okay. A little confusing. Time to practice your Dualfang techniques. Start with an opener, follow up with the second, then pick one of your finishers: flank, string, strike, flank, Bane, Fang, Heinz, string, strike, or Heinz, Bane, Fang. As you can tell by the name, each finisher works best from a certain position. But don't worry about that for now. Just give them all a try. Okay. Alright, now for a Viper stance. Where you combine your two blades into one to deliver powerful strikes. Perfect for tough opponents. When open with a Dread Winder, then transition from either Twin Fang Bite or Twin Blood Bite from Dual Fang stance. Interesting. That roaring getting closer. Boss beast must be praised. And there it is. Time to take it down 3 peg or 3. Okay. Not bad, not bad at all. Those are just the basics, but your execution was mighty impressive. Since you've proven you won't be a liability, let me tell you about the Toro with the Vidrol we're up against. We call it XIV Dawntrail. It's an offshoot of the Brax, a deadly jungle predator, and after a series of mutations, this one's grown huge wings. Worse yet, it's smart as a whip and has a mean streak, a palm wide. After learning of the beast, me and my most promising students set off to slay it. Facing it head on seemed like suicide, so we laid an ambush. Almost worked, too. Almost. We thought we had it subdued and made it our approach to deliver the killing blow, but we'd underestimated the fiend's cunning nature. When we got close, it lashed out, lightning quick, before taking to the skies. I cradled my brother in arms as he breathed his last. Revenge is all Revenge is all I've been able to think about ever since. I traveled the length and breadth of Turo, looking for that beast with nothing to show for it but a half-dozen pairs of ruined boots. With each passing day, it grew more and more desperate. That wasn't until I met some folks who crossed the salt on a trade ship from Ul'dah. They claimed they'd seen a huge winged creature flying eastwards over the ocean. Knowing how clever XIV Dawntrail is, I reckoned it had gone in search of new hunting grounds, somewhere without an established threat like us vipers. So I brought passage on a ship, and here I am. Little did I know Eorzea would be damn near as big as Toro. I'm a fish out of water. I'm not afraid to admit it, or that I'm gonna need all the help I can get. That's where you come in. With you on my side, I might just stand a chance of avenging my fallen comrade. What do you say? Thanks, that means a lot. Let's get back to Ul'dah and see if we can't figure some clues out as to where XIV Dawntrail's whereabouts. Okay. We'll see. Get a little test here. Excuse me. As you saw, as the Weavers Guild, at the Weavers Guild, chatting up folks ain't my strong suit. If you were happy to take the lead, I'm happy to follow on this for now. Thank you. Think you could ask the locals if they've spotted any strange creatures flying around? As for me, I'll study your technique, see if I can't brush up my social grace and whatnot. Boy, lucky me, I get to have an escort quest. Fucking A. I wish they would have not put these in. Flying beast, why yes. Of late, we've had sightings of such a creature, more and more each day. We're looking into it ourselves, but there have been no reported attacks, nor can I provide a more detailed description as such. I can't say if it's the same one you're after. Yeah, when I was on the ship here, I heard about this hunt your local companies seem to be running. We got a system like that back in Toril too, mainly for dealing with the Toril withdrawal. Naturally, the bulk of the work was handled by Vipers, but ever since the Dawn Servant came to power, the scope's been expanded to cover a wider range of threats. These days, pretty much anyone can take on jobs, and there's no shortage of them all over. If you're ever in Turl, maybe you ought to give it a try. Well, a lot of people here. We got cities of our own back in Toro, but this is something else. You know, to become a Viper, traditionally, you got to live in this remote village in the mountains, where you learn all you can about the habits of various beasts. Ain't much else to do out there, so anytime you get to yourself, you're expected to spend honing your skills. Once training's done, you're free to roam where you please. There ain't many Toro Vidrol that need hunting, but they can spring up pretty much anywhere in Toril, so many say it's good to keep on the move. Me though, I choose to stick around even after I finish my training. Gave me a chance to work on my swordsmanship, and instead of going out looking for work, folks came straight to us asking for help. That's how I got complacent and fell into the habit of letting my elders and students do all the talking and negotiating with outsiders. Even my passage here was arranged by an acquaintance. Pretty cool. What? A winged creature? Oh well. I've only heard the rumors. They say it's has a dozen faces, ringed with red, wriggling tentacles, and it shoots beams of light from its eyes. Oh, of course, it's all too common for those with more money than sense to bring in bizarre species from distant lands, and the trouble with rumors is that they grow even more fanciful with each retelling. Well, damned if I know how you did it, but you and your silver tongue got yourself information out of folks. Even none of it amounted to a solid lead. The knowledge that XIV Dawntrail hasn't kicked up a proper fuss yet is a clue all in itself. I reckon it's taking its time to get the lie of the land, having only just arrived here. Alright, now I've seen a master at work. I'm gonna try my hand at talking to the locals. Best way to learn is the best way to learn by doing. Couldn't agree more. Besides, I've faced meaner foes than a few tight-lipped city folk, and if I make a fool of myself, so what? I'll just ask someone else. And it just so happened I brought with me a whole bunch of herbs and knickknacks from back home that I can sell to keep myself fed. It might take a while to find any solid leaves, but at least I can get by for the time being. So those are the ones who slew my pets, interlopers on the hunt for the next darling prize. Little do they know, it's lost interest in Thanalan. Just as well. Its fickle nature may yet bring us greater delights. I'll be doing my damnedest to get more information. It might take a while though, so come see me later and don't forget to practice your viper techniques. Guess I gotta wait until I level it up some, but it's unlocked at least. Let's go. I might let's see if I got any other 80 gear. No. Let's go. Trying to think. 80s was not right. Oh, ooh, more. I mean, sorry. So this is the new one. Elegant Tombstone of Aesthetics. Discontinued, which means I gotta have those. I'll have to change those, trade those in or whatever. see. I like it, like it. Alright. Yeah. Let's see what I want to do next. Oh, I'm getting tired. Well, I guess while we are at it, let's go, we might as well just unlock the other plants too. Where the hell do you start Picto? Garland. Or Grenania, I mean. Where is it though, over here in Old Garland? See it on the thing. Oh, there it is. Why didn't it show up on the map? That's weird. Matron, help me. One more complaint this day, and I swear. Forgive me, my rambling, but please tell me you haven't come to make a complaint. I have you know my day is going swimmingly. Well, I should warn you that Amugo has been making a nuisance of himself here in Virginia. The palm and the pest has been harassing adventurers in an attempt to rope them into some painting endeavor. Despite the lack of interest, he refuses to give up. You are an adventurer, sort, are you not? If so, you would be wise to give that Moogle a wide berth. Unless you are the artistic adventuring sort. I suspect he's still ordering in the Aetheryte Plaza if my tale has piqued your interest. Alright. Figure I'm over here, I might as well get this one a while as well. You there, Kupo. How would you like to do some painting? Not ordinary painting, mind you. Magic painting, where your works come to life. Your imagination's the limit. Oh, Koopa nuts. Why won't anyone give me a chance? They could do so much good with the power of Pictomancy. You had me at magic painting. I might be interested in learning more about Pictomancy. What? You're not pulling my palm, are you? You wish to know more about Pictomancy, truly? Indeed. Hooray, the name's Kupopo. And I'm extremely pleased to meet you, Kupo. I am an inheritor of a Pictomancy soul crystal, and I seek a creative individual who can carry on this arcane artistry. A history lesson is in order. Pictomancy was conceived from 1500 years ago, in the dusk of the 5th Astral Era. While other schools of magic that originated during that period, such as Black and White, are expressions of the caster's will, Pictomancy relies on something even more abstract, the imagination. By channeling ether into a concept held in their mind's eye, a Pictomancer can give form to the formless. It's a bit tricky to wrap your head around, I know. And that's precisely why the great Archon Realm, founder of Pictomancy, incorporated the painter's tools into our art. A gifted artist as well as mage, Realm took up a brush instead of a staff and wielded aether-like paint to give shape to her imagining. In this way was Pictomancer born, a magical discipline unlike any other. Kupo. Hey, Godzillionaire. What class are you? A Pictomancer? Yeah, that's what I'm unlocking. I just, right now I'm Viper. I just unlocked that a little bit ago. So now I'm working on unlocking Pictomancer. Now, Realm was a charitable soul and never ever used her powers for self-service ends. She dedicated her life to aiding and defending those in need. During a war of the Magi, Realm traveled the land and saved countless people with her Pictomancy, and it was for those deeds that she earned a place among the 12 Archons. So how about it? Would you like to take up the Archon's noble legacy and become, dare I say it, a Realm Reborn? Wonderful, Kupo. Your enthusiasm warms my heart. As I have only one soul crystal, however, I must ensure that I entrust it to the right person. Therefore, before I grant you this dazzling opportunity, I require that you attend a job interview. Seek me at the Carlian Canopy, and be sure to come prepared with your fanciest Pictomancy-esque answers for my flurry of very professional questions. Yeah, so this here is the Reaper class, which is kind of interesting. It's different, to say the least. But yeah. But basically, you do combos to have the things together. There's V-pose and there was another one. What is he up to? Battle stance. Alright. Let's do what this Moogle wants. But yeah, that's what I'm using right now is freaking Viper, which is a little confusing. Yeah, there you are. I would have invited you to my cozy little hovel and put out tea and biscuits, except I don't have a cozy little hovel or any home to speak of for that matter. Such is the life of an internant Moogle, Kupo. I haven't a gill to my name either, so I can't order us tea and biscuits, but we can avail ourselves of a table. By the power vested in me, I now pronounce this interview commenced. Kupo, let's begin with the basics. Might I have your full name? I'm Angelus Draven. Which is a fine name. Well met, Angelus Draven. Right on. To the next question. What do you consider your primary vocation? I am an adventurer through and through, defender of the weak and champion of the realm. I am between jobs at the moment. Oh ho ho! To declare it with such pride, you must be motivated to help others indeed. You've the ideal temperament for a Pictomancer, Kupo. And moving along to the next question, how would you rate your artistic abilities? I'm a master of the arts. Above average. My stick figure drawings are second to none. About average, perhaps. That's just fine, Kupo. For a Pictomancer, most vital asset isn't their artistic skill, but their vivid imagination. Speaking of imagination, Let's try and put yours to work. Tell me the first thought that entered your mind when you hear the word Moogle. Fluffiness and fun. Irrepressible cuteness. Furry little shits. Shites. Furry little shites. I beg your pardon? That's rather unsettling answer, but I suppose there's a fine line between genius and madness. I won't dwell on it, Kupo. Now, this next question is very important. Someone's in trouble, what do you do? Speak with them first to gauge the problem. Ask what the reward. Speak with them to gauge the problem. That is indeed a prudent approach, Kupo. If I may ask a follow-up question, can you share a recent example when you approached a soul in distress? Come again? A harrier who's been inundated with complaints about my Pictomancy pitches? Oh dear, that's rather disheartening, Kupo. But this isn't about me. What's important is that you are not wont to ignore the plight of another. The willingness to serve a greater purpose and emulate Archon Realm's example is the key to becoming a truly talented Pictomancer. Having considered your answers, I reckon you have what it takes to become a capable Pictomancer. I'm so relieved I found you, Kupo. I deem you worthy of the Soul Crystal, however, I should warn you that it comes with some proverbial strings attached. A bit of an emotional baggage, too. You see, several moons ago, I got into a terrible argument with my best friend. We went our separate ways, and I've not seen her since. I wish I could meet her again, try to reconcile, more than anything. So if we hear aught of her during our journey together, I'd like you to lend me a helpful hand. If you're still willing to train as a Pictomancer with this condition in mind, then the Soul Crystal is yours. Just say the word, Kupo. If you still wish to be a Pictomancer in full acceptance of my condition, then as promised, I bestow upon you the Soul Crystal. And to help get you started, I've prepared a set of equipment. Hopefully, it fits, Kupo. Oh, good lord. Jeez, that gear looks terrible. This looks so weird. Alright, let me move this down. This right here. Alright, Actually, let me go here. Interesting. Very well. Now you literally embody the soul of a Pictomancer, Kupo. Which a Pictomancer brush may look like a big paintbrush, it is in fact a stylized variation of staff. That said, you're probably wondering why we don't just use staves. Put simply, it's much easier to bring your imagination to life through the medium of art. Magic brushes and ink allow a Pictomancer to express abstract thoughts in a deliberate manner, Kupo. As I mentioned, though, it's ultimately your imagination that matters the most. For with the wisdom of Pictomancers past at your disposal, you already possess the artistic skills you require. Now, as much as I would love for you to get to painting right away, there is something else we must do first. We must go to Naufika's altar and apologize to the hero you mentioned, and by we, I mean me. Off we go, Kupo. Oh, I didn't even notice that one, too. So there's another that over there. Let's see here. Keep that there. This over here. It's so weird. Smudge. You have a dash thingamajigger. Hammer motif. I have no idea what any of this does. Oh, hey Parrothead, what's up? Is this the gayest of classes? It does look pretty gay. I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty, the only thing that's kind of gayer is Bard. Because here's Bard. Bard has, like, fucking music and shit. So you have, like, fucking musical shit that you can do with Bard. So Bard's a little gay, too. So, yeah, there's Bard as well, so that can be pretty gay. Because your bow is basically your instrument. Yeah, your bow is kind of like your string instrument. But yeah. And then there's Pictomancer. If it is, it's perfect for Draven. This guy. This guy, man. Jesus. For the love of elements, no more complaints. Oh, I beg your pardon, adventurer. The Mruggle there is that perhaps? Indeed, I'm the one who caused you such trouble. It wasn't my intention to do so, and I've come to beg forgiveness, Kupo. Oh, I see. As you appear to be generally remorseful, as I ask, is that you refrain from aggressive solicitations, henceforth, agreed? You may have my word, Kupo. Now that I have found a capable Pictomancer, my soliciting days are over. I am relieved to hear it. With this matter settled, I may turn my attention to another situation. Oh, and what situation might this be? Distressing noises coming from an empty manor in the Gentry's ward. Fiends are believed to be haunting the cellar, and their nightly clamor is keeping the surrounding residents awake. Fiend, you say? Angelus have here will deal with them, Kupo. Remember, it's in the spirit of the Pictomancer to lend a helpful hand, to shine the light of hope for those in need. This is also a welcome opportunity to put your newfound skills to the test. Rest assured, I'll be here to offer sage advice every wing flap of the way. Your offer of aid is kind indeed. I accept it with thanks. The Gentry ward is situation just past Apaku Falls. Proceed there, and when you are ready. Proceed there when you are ready. Voila, words. And ready we are, aren't we, Angelus? Let the Pictomancy training begin, Kupo. Oh yay. First things first, let's move that there. We can get rid of that. We can get rid of that. Get rid of that. Let's look at this stuff here. Actions. Ugh. Let's get old chief. Alright. Well, we'll keep that there for now, see how that goes. It's the only thing that sucks about learning jobs at this such a high level. You don't know, like, the combos. So you don't know what, like, your openers are and shit. So it's, like, a little confusing. Soon AEW will add a Pictomancer and Bard to the roster. The only cool thing about Bard is you can, where is it at? There's performance. So you can grab any instrument you want and fucking mess around with it. And you can actually play real music in the game, like, with the thing. So there's, like, electric guitar. Let me turn it to Bard first. So there's this, and you can mess around with all the different shit. Here, I'll use the controller. So you can, like, and the Bard gets copyright claims. Pretty much. There's people that will sit in places and they figured out, like, the button combos and stuff to play certain songs. And they'll play all kinds of shit. It's crazy. But yeah, that's probably, and to be fair, Bard is basically Archer. It starts out as Archer and then turns into Bard. So it's just a ranged DPS with a bow and arrow, basically. And then it has the magic stuff that basically buffs your party and buffs yourself to do more damage. And then this is supposed to be a caster DPS job. And we'll see how it works here shortly, probably. The Gentry's ward lies beyond these gates. Are you ready to put your skills to the test, Kupo? I'm ready to paint up a storm. I'm ready to paint up a storm. So, yeah. Excellent. Time to clear out the manor, Kupo. Proceed. Since monsters looking below. Oh. But before we charge in, allow me to expand upon the fundamentals of Pictomancy. You must first paint a motif on canvas, only then you can bring it to life. Try making a palm motif. Go on, don't be shy. Okay. Well done. Kupo, now to unleash it upon foes. Focus your magics on that striking dummy and summon your palm use. Okay. Comes away. Yeah. Okay, cool. Next, give me your best wing motif. Alright. Very good. Now you can evoke the winged muse. Huh. I want you to imagine that the muse could accomplish together. If using them, you'll give life to a fantastical Moogle, Kupo. Think big, magnificent thoughts, and envision your new friend, Mog of Ages. Okay. That's cool. Interesting. The infestation are worse than I expected. We should clear these out first. Let's make a lesson of it, Kupo. By casting spells of different hues, your palette will begin storing ether. With a significant saturated palette, you may avail yourself of the subtractive palette's increased might. The palette gauge will fill when performing single target combos, starting with fire in red. After effect combo started with the fire in red will also fill the palette gauge. When the palette gauge reaches 50, you'll be able to use subtractive palette. With subtractive palette is active, you will be able to cast stronger Aether Hue spells. Interesting. Huh. Things. That's an obnoxious noisemaker, Kubo. Since you've grasped the base, it'll leave it to your Pictomancer. Show that Spriggan look forward. Okay. Well done, Angelus. I knew you'd make an excellent Pictomancer from the first. I have a soul crystal to thank for that. Such a show of skill, yet you remain so humble. I tip my palm to you, Kupo. In any case, with those clamorous fiends gone for good, the residents can rest easy once more. But come, let's quit this place. The dampness doesn't agree with my fur. Allow me to congratulate you on your successful first outing, Angelus. The Pictomancer of Eld would be proud. Though you may yet be a novice of the art, as a veteran adventurer, you grasp the fundamentals quickly, as well you should, Kupo. Archon Realm didn't urge her disciples to roam the stars for their own amusement, you know. She wished for them to intimately understand the wider world, to journey to lands unknown and savor every discovery, to revel in sensations, emotions, and yes, even in danger. For these experiences enrich the palette of the imagination, making one's Pictomancy all the more vibrant, Kupo. You are returned. I began to worry and came to see whether all was well. Dare I hope you've dealt with the fiends. Wonderful, wonderful. With this, all outstanding matters of concern have been addressed, and like the residents of Gentry's ward, I too may sleep soundly once more. You both have a heartfelt gratitude. May the matron keep you wheresoever you should go. Did you see how happy we made him? That's the power of Pictomancy for you. And this is only the beginning. As part of your training, you and I shall travel near and far, searching for those in need, just as Archon Realm once did. But you mustn't forget your promise either. Before we take to the road, I'd like to see if the locals know anything about my friend. In the meantime, I bid you dedicate yourself to honing your skills, Kupo. Alright. That gives me that job now. Oh, there's Dancer too. I forgot about Dancer. That's kind of gay. That's kind of gay as well. Let's see. Dancers. So they have like their little dancers, but they use those little chakra things or whatever. Like Xena. How she had those things that she threw. The discs. That's their weapon. shit for that. Shit, I don't even have that stuff yet. What am I doing? So they gave steel meditation is what it is now. No, what the fuck? Why does that change? Huh. Gotcha. Anyway. Let's switch to Reaper. Let's we'll go to Limp, so we'll unlock Sage while we're at it too, since I'm unlocking jobs. I haven't unlocked that since the last expansion, because it's a healer and I could care less. But let's get it anyway. Yeah, see? Black Hole Sun. No. So yeah, bards can do shit like that. Solomon's former disreputable haven for pirates, now one of the realm's finest city-states, boasting a peerless shipping industry and an invaluable culinary culture. Oh, how it bustles! The tomes did not lie. Well, here I am, mother, in faraway Orzia. Hey, Orzia. I'll complete this mission, just you watch. In your noble name, and as first of my class, I will succeed. And afterwards, perhaps I shall invite our esteemed alumna, Alice, for tea at the Prismark. I'll be the envy of everyone. Ugh. My apologies, good sir. I failed to notice you. native of Charlian. By your appearance, I assume you are an adventurer. Are you perchance well-traveled in Eorzea? So you are. How very fortuitous. And Angelus is your name, you say? I'd swear I heard it somewhere before. In any event, it is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. As for myself, I am an operative on a mission from the Forum, our nation's governing body. This being my first time in Eorzea, I studied as best I could in preparation, but there is no substitute for local knowledge, thus that I intend to hire an adventurer like yourself to serve as my escort. The mission is a pursuit and capture of fugitives, and thus it will entail some danger, but you appear to be no stranger to such. Might you be willing to assist me in this endeavor? I'm glad to give you a grand tour. Certainly, the reward. Yeah. Wonderful. While I have some skill with the blade and can fend for myself, I shall be glad of your capable company. Now then, ere I divulge the particulars of my mission, we should head somewhere more private, perhaps outside the city by the Zephyr Gate. Oh, that's not it. That was it. Forgive me if I seem overly cautious, but this mission is highly confidential. Were the wrong people to learn of it, my superiors would give me an earful. But I believe we may speak freely here, so permit me to brief you on the details. As I mentioned, I am on the trail of fugitives, criminal who fled Charlian and came to these shores. Extremely dangerous individuals have enhanced themselves via forbidden means which have rendered them unsound of mind. While in a state of delirium, one of their compatriots even committed murder. He died thereafter due to side effects of his enhancements. But their others remain at large and pose a threat to innocence. Their leader, a Vera male, is also aligned to have stolen valuable technological secrets. By way of reference material, I brought this soul crystal. Oh, it's hot, it's hot. What in the world? I have never known soul crystals to give off such heat before. Whew, it's finally cooled down. But what could have triggered that intense reaction? Not even at the stadium did I ever witness such a thing. But maybe it was you. The technological secret which were stolen were contained in a similar crystal. This particular sample has been loaned to me by a healing institute in Charlian. Tell me, Angelus, in the course of your adventures, have you ever fervently wished to save someone? but failed to do so despite your best efforts, and afterwards cursed your own powerlessness? I've had to watch some of my dearest friends slip away. Yes, but it doesn't stop me from trying to save whomever I can. Forgive me if my question was indelicate, but there can be no doubt the soul crystal resonated with that desire within you. When I realized the crystal, received the crystal, I was told that should it respond in this manner to my Orsian collaborator, I should entrust it to them, for the knowledge it imparts, the knowledge of somnatics. Developed at the stadium, somnatics is a discipline which combines the wisdom of medicine, ethereology, and sorcery, and those who have mastered it are called sages. Through medicine, a sage grasps the working of the flesh. Through aetherology, he unlocks the secret of the soul, and through sorcery, he learns to manipulate the two. Thus trained, a sage has the ability to both strengthen and heal. Yet by the same token, he is also capable of the opposite of causing harm. Not just anyone can take up the sage arts. No one must be prepared to hold the lives of others in one's hands. Are you willing to bear such a burden, Angelus? If you are, and would swear to us the art for good, then I shall entrust this soul crystal to you. So have you come to a decision? And then I will bear witness to your pledge. Do you swear to use the sage's arts for good, and to wield its power to the best of your judgment and ability? Yes. Excellent. Chosen as you are by the crystal, I had faith that you would rise to the occasion. When those around you cry out for succor, the crystal shall be your ally, for it bears the wisdom of sages past, and their hopes for the future. By hearkening to their whispers and following in their footsteps, you will come to embody those hopes, to save and change countless lives. Lest you worry how you will learn the art, I can provide guidance to an extent. In any case, during my time at the stadium, I had occasion to study somnatics. You see, while I wasn't gifted in spellcraft and came to favor steel, I remember the lessons, and I shall share what I know. Together with the soul crystal, I shall provide you with a set of sage's garments. So go on, take up your crystal and don your attire, and we shall begin your training. Sage. What was the other one? Oh, here's this thing. Battle signs. Alright. That can go there. This can go bye-bye. This can go bye-bye. Alright. I see the crystal has imparted to you its knowledge as expected. Excellent, you are ready to embark on your training, and naturally it begins with the armament. I set a short staves known as nowliths. Nowliths trace their roots to healers of Eld, who employed naturally occurring objects of power known as Aether Stones. These stones, which harbor spiritual energy, were placed around the sick and ailing to create an etheric confluence through which the healer channeled his magics. For this primitive design, Noliths gradually evolved into the present form. While their construction is far more sophisticated, the basic principle remains unchanged. In practice, the sage wields Noliths as an extension of his mind, sending them darting through the air to weave the arcane patterns through which he unleashed advanced magics. If they sound difficult to wield, well, it is because they are. Even the Studium's most talented require years of training to become proficient. But you have an advantage that the transcendent talent the crystal has chosen you, which, with its knowledge, the technique will come more naturally to you than others. Now, as much as I would like to have you try your hands with the Noliths at once, I have just received promising intelligence from command. Apparently, our fugitives have taken themselves to Ildashire in the Dravanian hinterlands. Let us make our way there at once. Alright. Alright, I'll be right back while I teleport. So this is Ilvilshire. The tales do not do the place justice. Truly impressive. What the goblins and their fellow scavengers have managed to build upon the ruins of our colony. To the task at hand. As I mentioned before, we have reason to believe that the fugitives have recently passed through this town, and may even still be here. For the sake of efficiency, I suggest we split up and search. I will see to the town south, if you could tend to the north. Oh, shit. Help, somebody, please, help. Please, I need help. Did you hear that? That man is in trouble. Look at me when I'm talking to you. Stop this at once. Sage's barrier. Loifa. Too many eyes and ears. We'd best leave. I don't know who you are and I don't care. Do not get in our way again. You've been warned. But wait. Are there any bugs that you have found? No, I haven't seen any bugs so far. I haven't, like I did the first area with the Hanu. Over in the new place, but I haven't noticed any bugs just yet. That is. Thank you. Have you not intervened when you did? I dread to think what might have become of me. Permit me to introduce myself. Valdrant of Charlian, at your service. Truly. I am a Charlian too. A recent graduate of the stadium, in fact. Would you mind telling us what happened? Oh, that an alumna should come to my rescue. Thaliak watches over his own. As to what happened, what is there to say? I was going about my business when they set upon me without warning or provocation. I see. What is your business, if you do not mind my asking? Healing, a provision of it, that is. I am a sage, you see, and I travel the realm providing treatments gratis to those who cannot afford it. A sage, besides. Speaking of which, one of your assailants, the Vera man, also wielded sage magic. Was he known to you? No, I had never so much as laid eyes upon him before. I do have an inkling, however, as to why the villains have come here. If they use the sage's arts for ill, then their destination is like to be at Saint Mocion's Arbitorium. The Arbitorium. Tortum. What could they possibly seek in that abandoned place? Following the Exodus, the cultivation of certain plants became forbidden in Charlian, but that which can no longer be found in the motherland still grows freely there, among which are potent but dangerous herbs. I see that does stand to reason, and I dare say it was for your knowledge that the fugitive attacked you. You too are a sage, yet you do not appear to be Charlian. How did you come by your soul crystal? The good people of Sysis Tefnon had entrusted the crystal to me, and when it exhibited a strong resonance in Angelus' presence, I in turn entrusted it to him. Then you were chosen to inherit it. It ought amiss, Master Faldrant. No, 'tis nothing. I was but struck by the remarkable providence to have crossed paths with sages so far from home. Ours is a reclusive nation, after all. Our policy to observe, not intervene. This did not sit well with me, and so I left Charlene behind, as the great master Louis Sois once did. And though I would never dare equate myself to him, I too believed in my duty to alleviate suffering in the world. So that's what brought you to Eorzea. You are a noble soul, Master Faldrant, and I commend your resolve. Well, I must return to the road. I thank you again for coming to my aid. Till next we meet, let us both endeavor to seek out new knowledge and possibilities for the betterment of mankind. Indeed. Let us head to the St. Monacen's Arboretum at once. Given what we know of the fugitive, I have considered that they might be after knowledge sealed in the great Google library, but Master Faldrant presents a compelling theory, and for an all but proven theory of my own, our Corey have clearly enhanced themselves with sage magic. I had suspected as much given what they stole, but the leader's actions earlier leave little room for doubt. Not that it gives us any greater insight into who they are or their ultimate goal. Regardless, to use the sage's soul crystal for ill is unforgivable, and I'll not rest until these criminals have been brought to justice. Right. To the Arboretum, our mission aside, I dare say it will be an ideal place for your training. Okay. Excuse me. But yeah, I haven't noticed any glitches yet there, Screamer. Or bugs. haven't seen that movie, and ever since I've been fucking super damn tired. I tried to click off that mini map so I could see better. Yeah, sorry. I was looking at the map. By the scholars, so this St. Moxon Arbitorium, from the illustrations, I did not think it would be so immense. It may interest you to know that this place holds special meaning to sages, from the ancient strains to crossbred creations. Myriad medicinal plants have been cultivated within its halls. Alas, in the wake of the Exodus 15 years ago, this once magnificent situation has fallen into ruin. Still, there's a certain charm in seeing nature reassert her dominance. While it must be a veritable menagerie of rare wildlife within, I should like to spend a day studying them, field guide in hand. Forgive me, this isn't a field trip, but a mission. Our objective is to find the fugitives, and failing that clues that will lead us to them. Please see to the preparation a spot of practice with your spells, would not go astray, and then we shall venture in. If you're ready, then let us venture forth. And I'll figure it out. Alright. Draw their attention, they will focus on applying your techniques. Okay. So shall we practice some summonatrical whatever? Begin with the cast Cardi on me. The spell will establish a magical link between us. What is it? Cardi. Okay, I don't know what that means, but alright. Grants self the effect of Cardi and selected party members, or self affect the Cardi and restores HP after landing certain attacks. Okay. Dude, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I don't understand what the fuck these abilities do. Okay, let me go through this shit. So that's a damage dealer. Deals unsuspected damage with a potion of 300 additional effects. Restores HP to target under the effect of Cardian, granted by Cure, potency 100. So damage. Restores target HP. So let's just do this. We'll get rid of everything. We'll go one by one. Target party member to your side, yes. Okay, so action rules. Holy shit. Alright, damage dealer. This is a heal. Restores target HP. Okay. Grants self the effect of Cardia and selected party members of self the effect of Cardion, restoring HP after landing certain magic attacks. Okay. Put that there. Prognosis restores own HP and the HP of all nearby party members. So an AoE heal. Resurrects target to a weakened state. So resurrection. Sure cast. Swift cast immediately. So that's my res. That right beside swift cast. Gradually restores own HP, and so that's regen basically. Deals unexpected damage to target and all enemies nearby, so AoE damage, and restores the HP to target under the effects of Cardian. Okay. Hukusen. Augments certain offensive and healing magic actions. Dosis is upgraded to Eureka Dosis. Damaging AoE increases, deals damage with all type of actions. Rushes his target enemy. Party member location, I'm going to cast it bound. Restores target's HP. Okay, so now what? I've got that. So this reduces damage taken by self and nearby party members by 10%. Restore his own HP and HP. Okay, so that's another AoE type. Another AoE type ability. Already have that. Increases magic potency. There. Restores own or target party members' HP potency. Deals unexpected damage to target and all enemies, so another AoE damage ability. Erects a magical barrier around self and target party member. So these are to reduce damage and give barriers. Alright, so let's see how that works. Now that I kind of sort of got a grasp of it, of what they do. Alright, I read the chat there. Dude, what the fuck? Like, how the fuck are you supposed to heal that shit? Oh, it costs something. I don't understand how to fucking heal him any further. The shit that is you're supposed to do damage and it's supposed to heal shit isn't doing anything. Which was what I don't understand. more time. You can't fucking heal him fast enough. Understand what I'm doing wrong. This shit's supposed to heal them when you do damage, and it does dick for shit for healing. But you use these fucking charges, and it takes forever to fucking rejuve those. don't get it. No matter what I do, it doesn't do enough fucking healing to him. Ah, that sucks. I'm doing older raids and mounts and WoW and nothing so far, yeah. That always sucked. I hated doing that shit. I used to run shit and like half the time I was lucky if I even got anything. can use that without... Okay, so there's my hang-up. So I can use diagnosis without having to worry about shit. It just uses mana. Well, that I can handle. That should make things easier. May send my disc priest into an ice crown and try for the horse again. Oh, nice. I think I have. Was it indestructible? That one? I have that mount, actually. I have that mount from there. Me and my buddy ran it once and it dropped for me. I don't have ashes though, of a loon or whatever. That's the one I don't have. My buddy that ran with Ice Crown, he has that. I don't know how many damn times I've run that thing and it still hasn't dropped. But I think ETEP's gonna be going in 30 minutes, so probably finish this up and then we'll wrap. This, put that on in. Making sure that's constantly up is a must. So that makes things a little bit easier. Still freaking hairy. Can identify by the range parts anyhow. However, there may be other clues nearby we should investigate further. Flurry of tiny bubbles breaks the water, serves the remaining dribbles. Some manner of creature hidden underneath, holy pet perhaps. impression on the edge of the loot piece is just someone knelt here, perhaps to draw water. Or the same plant thinking. What could it possibly be? Also trying for the one from Kara. Who knows how many times, and no vampire horse yet. Yeah, I've never gotten that either. Resting at the bottom of the pool is an animal cricket overgrown with plant life. Perhaps it fell in while foraging for food. At least I don't think I have that mount. I don't know, I could be wrong. Traces away. Someone recently fought here. Proficient wielder of magic. Fine scorch marks are in evidence of the leafage reminiscent of those left by sage magics. Fugitives, in the name of the Forum, I demand you surrender yourselves at once. For all the weapons that bear against us. No matter, I warned you once and I won't warn you again. That should be interesting. Damn it! I can't fucking heal through all this shit. Damn. Fucking A. Let's have all this shit going around and all your spells are fucking stand still. Fucking bullshit. click on it. I can't fucking heal through it. It's fucking bullshit. Alright, well, we're gonna have to just end it here, because there's no way I'm getting through this tonight. Thanks everybody for being here. Thanks A Screamer, mainly some motivation, Godzillionaire, Parrothead. Thank you guys for being here. Anybody over on X or on Rumble, be sure to head on over to ETEP's Wrestling with Horror. And yeah, for the Monday Nitro that we're doing. So yeah, come over there and check that out. And we'll talk to y'all on the next one.